and welcome to Cronkite TV. I'm John LeFew.
And I'm Irish McLaren. Thank you for joining us this morning. We have your top stories around the nation and the latest right here in Arizona.
Residents of upstate New York are finding themselves in a frenzy short of anything positive. Two convicted murderers, Richard Matt and David Sweat, are now on the run after escaping from the Clinton Correctional Facility in Dannemora, New York. High alert has been issued across neighboring states as well as the Canadian and Mexican borders.
Currently, we have over 200 law enforcement officers in the area with a variety of specialized units and equipment at their disposal. No stone is being left unturned.
According to the authorities, Richard Matt, serving 25 to life, and David Sweat, serving life without parole, escaped in a, quote, elaborate and sophisticated plan. The two dug a hole through the back wall of their cell, using power tools to gain access to catwalks, pipes, and tunnels, leading to a manhole a block from the prison. The state of New York has offered a reward of $100,000 for any tips leading to the apprehension of both inmates.
Little Hope arrived from China's week as the death toll last week's cruisers capsizing skyrockets to nearly 400. While the cause of the disaster has been attributed to sudden severe winds, authorities continue to keep the captain and first engineer in police custody. The Eastern Star cruise ship originally capsized on the Yangtze River Monday. With nearly 400 elderly tourists aboard, only 14 survived. 3 put out by divers from air pockets in the overturned hull, the Eastern Star disaster has become the worst in Chinese history since the sinking of SS Kianga off the coast of Shanghai in 1948, killing more than 3,000 people.
Striking news coming from Tempe this week, where bar owners are claiming a misunderstanding to possible discriminatory actions. Transgender woman Brianna Sandy was kicked out of a Tempe tavern on Saturday night while trying to order a drink. Bartenders told Sandy, quote, "We don't serve your kind here," end quote, believing Sandy was a prostitute and asked her to leave. Tempe tavern manager Robert Tasso says his bar, due to location, often kicks out drug dealers and prostitutes, and this is all a misunderstanding and poor call of judgment on his staff. Tasso defended the bartender, who did not say, quote, "We don't serve your kind here," end quote. Rather, she told Sandy, quote, "I'm sorry, but I can't serve you. I'm going to have to ask you to leave," end quote. The city of Tempe does have an anti-discrimination ordinance. Therefore, Sandy and her legal team may file a complaint related to the incident.
At ASU week-long first LEGO League camp, kids learned 3 programming techniques of mechanical design that help with the making of LEGO robots.
Take off your shirt and put that.
Right now they're using Legos to build, design, and program autonomous robots, and they're using a strategy to how to identify the problem, how to figure out what they need to know, and how to solve it.
Throughout the summer, there are many different camps, but here, students get to spend their time building and programming robots at the first LEGO League camp at ASU.
Well, I really love the programming because of how you can build, like when you build it, then you could put in different kind of stuff that it can do, and you can make it turn this way, or you can make it like try to with the color sensor try to get it to sense like a blue line or red.
Throughout the course, students learn to create 3 programs that can test robot's ability. In one of the programs, the student's robot is meant to complete a maze. In another, the robot locates a certain click cube, and in the final program, the robot must maneuver its way around walls.
For some reason, our sensor is not seeing it, and our sensors
Do a bunch of different stuff, so you can program them to like move around, pick stuff up, say something, like sense a color and say the name of that color, that kind of stuff.
It was great watching kids take Legos to the next step. It's the official first LEGO League camp at ASU. FIRST stands for Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology. That helps develop a passion for engineering.
For all you Apple geeks and iFanatics, there's a new feature to the iPhone and iPad operating systems. With the Worldwide Developers Conference underway in San Francisco, the tech giant released iOS 9 full of new tools and a new look for the iPhone. Those who update can look forward to a proactive organization system, integrating Calendar, Siri, Spotlight Search, Apple Maps, Passport, and much more. The new download takes us less space than iOS 8, boasts a better performance and longer battery life, and the update will be available to the public as a beta model in July, with full downloads available in the fall. Coming up on Cronkite TV, we'll bring some of the newest sights and sounds in downtown Phoenix.
Be sure to crank up the volume on your TVs and some talented young artists take the stage.
Stay tuned for your full forecast and much more right here on Cronkite TV.
Access Across Arizona allows us to travel to the 15 different counties in Arizona and find new, fresh voices and underreported stories.
It's been a great opportunity to travel to places we haven't been to before and talk to people we haven't heard from until now.
With our new technology, we're now able to deliver stories directly to you from across Arizona.
Live in Mojave County, reporting live from Prescott,
Live in Parker, Arizona.
Weeknights at 5 on 8HD.
Cronkite News is a real newsroom with real stories told by real reporters.
Bringing you the latest in all news, all Arizona.
live in Yuma,
Live in Globe.
Reporting live in Phoenix.
live at the Republican headquarters in downtown Phoenix.
Cronkite News directly connects the nation's capital to yours.
While Arizonans anxiously await the outcome,
I spoke to Congresswoman Kirkpatrick.
Live in Washington, D.C., Stephen Hicks, Cronkite News.
Now airing on 8HD, this is Cronkite News.
Welcome back to Cronkite TV. California isn't the only state in search of water. This summer, a prolonged drought has many Arizona citizens worrying about water supply for the next year and a half.
Phoenix continues to see rising summer highs, but can we expect a little rain? We head over to Alexa Fundermeyer at the Weather Center for her full forecast.
Thank you. Starting off with your current temperature in Phoenix, right now it's 86 degrees. Your humidity is at 46%, your dew point at 63 degrees, and from the south we have 3-mile winds coming in. For your current temperatures all over the nation, next door in San Francisco we have 70 degrees, 93 in Dallas, down in Miami it's 76, 83 in New York, and 85 up in Portland. For your satellite, we have some moisture coming in from Mexico up to Phoenix, so expect some sprinkles here and there, as well as some moisture heading into the Atlanta and Miami areas. For your lows today all over Arizona, in Yuma we have 75, 69 in Tucson, 68 in Winslow, 55 in Flagstaff, and 51 in the Grand Canyon. Finishing off with your 5-day forecast, tomorrow the high will be 90 degrees, your low at 77. Thursday the high will be at 97 and your low at 79. On Friday we hit the 100s with 102, which will take us all the way out to Sunday. That's it for your forecast. Now back to you.
Thanks, Alexa. For those interested in Latin jazz music, you're in for a real treat. There's a Latin jazz workshop at the Nash downtown Phoenix, and a Cronkite TV reporter, John LaFew, found out what goes into making the music.
Last week, the Latin Jazz Workshop brought together students of various ages and experience levels to perform Latin jazz music. Not only does it mean a new style of music that the group gets to learn, but they also get to understand the music's roots.
They embrace the Latin rhythmic culture, which is essential. A lot of the contemporary music is really rooted in African rhythms or Latin rhythms. And so what a camp like this does is people that are in concert band or in marching band or in other facets of music, they can come in and learn to play these rhythms and also learn how to express them in other styles of music.
I volunteer here a lot, and I love the Latin music. And I was a clarinet player in high school and some in college, and saxophone, and so I always enjoyed Latin music. And I hear it all the time, and I wanted to play.
The band members are kept on their toes constantly, as several people in the group rotate instruments.
I like to rotate the drummers. So if you guys watch the show, all the drummers play different instruments, and also some of the people up front that play saxophone or flute go back there and play percussion as well.
Learning something new and being able to play with a group and just do something I've always wanted to do, which is play percussion.
When we think about salsa, it's just like salsa when we eat it. There's so many things inside of it.
Students are coming back right now, and when they're all up there together, it's going to fill up with some amazing Latin jazz music.
I have fun.
You see, I know when we do it tonight, it's gonna rock.
It looks like their hard work and dedication really paid off. They had a great performance last night.
Yeah, I mean, it's really incredible because I don't really have much experience with Latin jazz, and that was their first time performing together, but it's really just a wonderful story. They did a great job.
Well, if you watch the weather report, you know that Phoenix is packing the heat in the upcoming months.
But your thermometer isn't the only thing tapping off this summer, as sports are in full swing. We turn it over to Danielle G with the 411 top stats and low points in this week's sports update.
Thanks, guys. I'm Danielle G with your sports rundown, and boy, has it been a week for sports right here in Phoenix and across the country. Let's go over to women's basketball with the Phoenix Mercury's 76-71 win last night against San Antonio Stars. The first game of the season, Dewana Bonner came into the game ready to shoot with making a 24-foot three-pointer and several two-pointers with a total of 21 points made by Bonner. Candace Dupree came in as well, shooting 14 points and rebounding 9 times in the game. The Mercury's are sure off to a great start to their season. From WNBA, let's go to Game 2 of NBA Finals. Playing in Oakland, California, the Cavaliers were determined to come back to tie up the game 1-1. In the first quarter, Green of the Warriors passed to Stephen Curry, who shot a three-pointer, while another time Curry went with the behind-the-back pass to Leandro Barbosa, who shot a three-pointer, making the score 17-12 with 3 minutes left in the quarter. Going into the second quarter, LeBron James shot a three-pointer, getting the Cavaliers in lead 35-33. Even with the Cavaliers up, the Warriors were still energized with Klay Thompson's alley-oop to Andre Iguodala with the 2 points, getting the score to 40-35. Going into the fourth quarter, Klay Thompson hit a three-pointer, tying the game 62-62 with just 3 minutes left. In the fourth quarter, LeBron James settled for a three-pointer, letting the Cavaliers an 11-point lead. That didn't stop the Warriors, though. With just 11 seconds left, Stephen Curry takes it down for a layup that tied the game 87-87, making the game go into a 5-minute overtime. In overtime, James Jones missed a three-pointer, but in that, Matthew Dellavedova was fouled on the rebound. It hit both of his free throws, making the score 94-93. With just 10 seconds left, Curry shoots an air ball while LeBron James rebounds the ball. He was fouled and made one of his free throws, making the final score 95-93. The series is tied up 1-1. It isn't something you hear every day that a horse has won the Triple Crown, but that isn't the case for American Pharoah. It's been 37 years since any horse has won the Triple Crown, which means one horse wins the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont Stakes. There's been 13 horses since 1978 that have won both the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness, but have never won Belmont Stakes until American Pharoah came along.
He looks like a Ferrari going around. He just does it effortlessly.
American Pharoah is for sure an amazing horse. Going to the Diamondbacks, they have a 27-29 record this season. Going into Sunday's game, the Diamondbacks were looking for a win against the New York Mets. Going to the first inning, Curtis Granderson of the Mets hits into deep right field and into the bleachers, making it the first home run of the game. The home run for sure didn't stop the Diamondbacks. In the bottom of the first inning, David Peralta hits a ball to center field while A.G. Pollock, who's on third base, runs home, tying the score 1-1. At the top of the second, Eric Campbell hits deep into left field, making it a 2-run home run, making the score 3-2. At the top of the fifth, Curtis Granderson hits deep right into the stands, making it the second home run of the game, making the score 4-2. But at the bottom of the sixth, Owings reached out to bunt. Owings made it to first base while he got Goldschmidt home, with the final score being 6-3. Randy Johnson, known as one of the best left-handed pitchers in Major League Baseball, was given the key to the city in Phoenix last Friday. Not only did he play in the major leagues for 21 years, but he led the Diamondbacks to win the World Series in 2004. He will be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York later this summer as the very first Diamondbacks player to be inducted.
It's been a very exciting beginning of the year for me when I got the phone call telling me that I was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. It's nothing that I ever dreamed about. It was something that I just enjoyed playing the game of baseball and worked extremely hard and had a lot of great people surrounding me, teammates, medical staff, organizations, and people making it possible. And for that, I want to thank all of them, and I will in Cooperstown in front of everybody that will be there. I'm hoping to see a lot of Arizonians at my induction. It'll be a very exciting day, a day that will be not a fitting end to my career, obviously, but will be the pinnacle of my career. And I'm excited to continue to be doing work now with the Diamondbacks.
Guys, there's a lot more to look forward to in the next coming weeks. The NBA Finals should put on a great show, so definitely stay tuned to that.
Sounds like a plan. Any favorites heading into the final games?
Well, there's no guarantee just yet, but it should be interesting.
Thank you, Danielle. We'll keep an eye out on the court for those games.
With scorching heat and school out on break, many parents are in a search for the perfect summer camp in Phoenix. We'll look no further than the Sun Devil Aqua Sports Camp. Cronkite TV reporter Victoria Grajova takes you inside one of the coolest camps Arizona has to offer.
For those willing to take a splash, the Sun Devil Aqua Sports Camp offers a new and exciting way to beat the heat. During the week-long camp, children are introduced to water skills through swimming, diving, and water polo.
We want the kids to come in and have a great experience, have some fun, learn swimming and diving skills, and we find that in most cases we get children returning to our camp because they had a great time.
When I first came here, I wasn't very good at backstroke and butterfly and all that, and now I'm actually being able to get first, second.
Kids find a way to have fun at swim camp taught by ASU student athletes. Members of the ASU swim and dive teams, Jamie Fredericks and David Hoffer, serve as camp counselors this year, teaching swimming strokes, diving techniques, and a little friendly competition.
The little ones, it's so fun just to see them light up when they learn something new, when they get it, when they learn a new dive, or they swim fast and they brace someone. It's fun to see them light up like that.
I would say just, helping the kids learn new things. They get really excited, especially, with when they conquer a little fear or something that was scaring them.
At the end of the day, it's not about medals and places, but meeting new friends and having new experiences.
Getting to meet new people and diving off the diving boards. It's really fun to do flips and things off the high dive.
In Tempe, I'm Victoria Grijalva for Cronkite TV.
There's no doubt that running a major public university takes some work, but students at Arizona State are expressing mixed opinions as a new report details just how much President Michael Crow made in the last year. According to the Chronicle of Higher Education, Michael Crow made more than $606,000 last year, alongside a $40,000 raise. Students claimed it was, quote, unfair, unquote, as many struggle just to pay off student loans and the cost of living. The news comes at a time when Arizona State is facing budget cuts and tuition hikes, including a financial slash by Governor Doug Ducey. Among the disgruntled crowd, a few students supported Crow, acknowledging his hard work in running multiple campuses and more than 70,000 students. Crow ranks as the 31st highest paid college president in the nation.
The Phoenix Public Market has made the intersection of Central and Paris its home for nearly 10 years, with weekly events that draw in even the quietest corners of downtown Phoenix. As Cronkite reporter Danielle Mackins explains, Food Truck Friday is an afternoon more than dollars and cents, but a mission for change.
For the food fanatics.
What'd you order? Remind me.
Or those looking for an afternoon delight. A light drizzle wasn't enough to dampen the fun and flavor of Food Truck Friday, as businessmen, tourists, and local foodies came together for a weekly treat in downtown Phoenix. Diners see more here than just tasty meals on wheels, but there's also a positive development for the city and its residents.
I think it builds the community a lot. I mean, it makes people who normally wouldn't want to come down here or normally wouldn't want to even come out on a Friday, it makes them want to and be part of the community and be around other people.
It really brings the community together. There's not really places to go out and hang out because it's really city living, but this is one of those times where you can come in and enjoy time spending with everyone in the community.
As Food Truck Friday remains a staple here in downtown Phoenix, for the vendors and customers alike, it's about more than what's on the plate, but the story behind it. The Emerson Fry Bread Truck is not just about making money, but they're working towards a greater purpose. Profits were originally used to fund the Saltwater River Band, conducted by owner Lauren Emerson's father. The meals, all named for Emerson children, are more than just a taste of Native American cuisine, but a promise for a better tomorrow.
All my items are built so that my kids can actually take off and go on their own route and sell one product and make a lot of money off it. It's a beautiful thing, man, because I can actually talk to customers and tell them where we literally came from and that we've been doing this for 3 generations now. Viva Bandera Linda all day! And it's literally changing myself and everything that I do every day, man. So.
In downtown Phoenix, I'm Danielle Malkin for Cronkite TV.
That food looked delicious, guys. Maybe a Newscast lunch date.
We'll have to head over to Food Truck Friday soon. You can catch Food Truck Friday at the Phoenix Public Market every Friday from 11:30 to 2.
Well, like, I've never been to Food Truck Friday, but I really want to go now, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely sounds interesting.
Oh, the food looked great.
Yeah, like, I've had food trucks come to my school before, but, like, that just looks much better in comparison, I have to say.
It really does.
So,
Maybe get a food baby.
well, that's all the time we have for today, but you can catch us tomorrow, same time, same place.
Catch Cronkite TV tomorrow with the latest in sports, weather, and your news.
Until then, make it a great one.
Bye.
Bye.